So this is just a little bit of footage of the fight with Big Mouth. This is a post-game boss. I didn't think I was going to beat him in this one, but I kind of surprised myself. I just kind of came to experiment to see what worked. I brought a little bit of everything. We want to start the fight. There's a big pile of bodies kind of right there. We want to start by, I started with Molotoving all the Wanderers in the area. As you can see right here, I'm using a blue quality bow, and I've got some grenade arrows equipped. These didn't seem to be incredibly effective, so I'm just going to be kind of talking about what I'm doing, what I found worked, what didn't work, and the tactics to fight him. Number one is there's going to be a lot of hiding. These pillars here are going to be your best friend. You're going to want to hide behind them as much as humanly possible. Big Mouth's main methods of attack are these arms that he grows. I'm wasting time by trying to treat an injury. Don't do this. You shouldn't do this. Anyway, so these arms that he grows, one of them is going to be like a gigantic machine gun arm. Another one is going to be a blade arm. The blade arm, he's going to try to come after you. He's going to try to basically cut you with it. The machine gun arm, he's going to fire at you like that, and eventually when he starts doing a very long barrage, you'll start hearing the overheating sound, and it will then break. And then he will eat the arm and repeat the process all over again. And in the interim, before growing another arm, he'll try to actually charge after you, and he'll also try to spit debris at you, which don't do a whole ton of damage, but do definitely hurt. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I'm 43 at the time of doing this. Yep, I got charged here. Yeah, you want to be careful about it. If you see him moving towards you, assuming he's going to try to tackle you and get away ASAP. Also, do watch your oxygen on this fight, because again, this is all in the dust, so you don't want to run out of oxygen. That would be bad. I think it's safe to say that would be bad. Basically, the oxygen is really the limiting factor in this fight. If you've gotten to your last repair on your oxygen tank and you have absolutely nothing left, and the boss is nowhere near dead, you're basically you've got to leave. There's no way you're gonna win that one. He'll do this sometimes. He'll hop up on the pillars. Don't let that scare you, because it's usually just an accident, usually just the pathing going weird. So, unless you haven't noticed, the bow I'm using really isn't doing a heck of a lot of anything. But I'm trying out all these different things. I'm trying a couple Molotovs. Molotovs are decently effective, but you can't really hold many of them. Wow, I really escaped that one there very, very, very closely. The arrows are decently effective, but they don't really seem to be doing a ton of damage. The weak spots, by the way, if you haven't noticed yet, are the mouth of Big Mouth, and also the abdomen, and also his arm. Whenever he grows another arm, that too is a weak spot. So I'm sure if I had maybe a different bow, I might be doing a little bit more damage, a bit of a better bow. But it doesn't really seem to be doing much of anything. And I'm gonna stick with it though. I might as well try. At that point, I obviously recorded this. Oh man, I think a week ago at least. Probably more than that. So I'm gonna switch back to the fire arrows after this one, and it's really not gonna do a ton more damage to him. I managed to set the grass on fire and do a little bit more extra AoE damage to him. So he's got the machine gun arms back again. Fire is good because it does a little bit of a damage over time effect to him, but just doesn't really work the best. And there we go. The oxygen's getting low, so really, really quick, go fill yourself back up. You don't want to run out here. That would be very, very bad. So pretty much depleting almost every single quiver I have, and I don't think this is even, what, like a, would you say maybe an eighth of his health, something like that? I keep using the fire arrows because I read a guide initially saying fire arrows are the way to go. Bring nothing but fire arrows, and it doesn't seem to be amazingly effective. Like, yeah, it's doing decent damage, you know, he's definitely feeling the pain a little bit there, but not quite doing it. So I decided to try to lob some grenades at him. And those are pretty decently effective. That was about 1,300 damage if you didn't see it. See, there's 1,700. So if you can bring more grenades, I would say those, honestly, are better than Molotovs. But of course, you can only bring so many grenades. I should also be mentioning I am using some gear from online here, so this isn't stuff that I got primarily from single player. This is stuff from the online portion too, mostly the armor I have, and the assault rifle I have. The shotgun, though, this purple quality shotgun, is from the single player. You do get that from, I believe, a chest near Ruins 3 in Africa. And it's very useful to have, because you're going to see me start going to work on him here soon. And I probably should have been doing that from the start, but hey, this was just an experiment. You know, this was going to be like, we're just going to see what works. And I was pretty stoked at this point to get him around roughly half health. This is also a nice blue quality assault rifle I have, and holy moly, look how much damage that is doing. I don't know why I go back to the bow here. I thought, I'm like, well, I might run out of assault rifle ammo here, so probably should conserve it. Although, I think I'm going to be able to do the entire fight with the... I maybe could have done the entire fight with the assault rifle alone, if I had enough ammo for it. So look at that damage right there. Look at that. Look at what we're doing. It is disgusting how much damage this shotgun does, and like I said, you can get it from the single player. Yep, kind of boxed myself in a corner here. Not gonna lie, kind of peed my pants there for a minute because I thought he was gonna charge after me. Yeah, you can only survive like one or two of those slices. They do a very, very big chunk of health. So you want to hide behind pillars. You want to run as much as possible when he goes with the blade arm. So I go back to the shotgun here, and you see it does just so much damage, especially if you get him in a weak spot, especially if you get all the pellets in a weak spot. Alright, so take advantage while he's stunned, while he's got his arm broken, and we're just going to go to town on him right now. And look at that damage. And I'm, at this point, deciding to say, okay, I'm going to just finish this fight right here, right now. Pull out the assault rifle, and try to get it on a weak spot, either the abdomen or the mouth, and just let him have it. Both barrels. So yeah, if there's one takeaway from this, it's bring a decent blue quality assault rifle and bring the purple quality shotgun that you find from the Ruins 3 area. It's not in Ruins 3, it's around Ruins 3 if I remember correctly. Anyway, there's a guide of sorts for dealing with Big Mouth. Hope that helps anyone out here. He is respawning now from what I hear after the patch that they put in just yesterday. So good luck on hunting him again. And until next time, have a good one.